super clear with you and honest. This video won't come out on the first day. That's the life of YouTube sometimes. You schedule stuff and it never happens. Welcome to today's top 6, not 5, top 6. There's the intro. I'm doing this because this is the least thing I can actually do, and I don't have any plans for the LPQX today. So instead today we're going to be counting down my top 6 favourite Star Wars video games. Let's start. Number 6. Lego Star Wars, this one here. In this game, this takes place in the 3 movies of A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and The Return of the Jedi. With also, you're able to play through all of the characters from the movies, such as Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Stormtroopers, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and much more. You're able to make your own characters, and you're able to purchase stuff from the Lego mini bar store and so on. You're able to replay it as well. But here's a cool feature. When I was playing it when I was quite young, you were able to have the last Lego Star Wars characters into this one, which will soon be there to Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga when they came together. You did. Also, it had, I think, some sort of bonus levels it did, and if you completed every single level with getting all of the coins, getting all of these white little things, and getting the red bricks, and then you were completed the game. Also having some boss battles and some ship stuff. It was all very good. This came out quite a while back, and what I remember of. This was available on the PS2, Xbox 360, the PS Vita, and many more consoles. One of my childhood favourites. This was. On the last one, did I say 6? I don't know. Anyway, number 5, Star Wars Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith video game. Now, many people say that they actually hate this game because they're doing that. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't that good, or they didn't like it when you're able to play as different characters in the verses, where you're able to battle out 2 characters, which I quite liked. And if there's a game when you're able to first, like for instance, play as Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi or versus Darth Vader, then I'm going to play it. I am. This game was based on the actual movie, but also took one scene out of A New Hope, which was the Darth Vader versus Ben Kenobi or Obi-Wan Kenobi from that scene. This had you playing as different characters from the movie. You could play as, all I know is from what I remember playing it, you could play as Obi-Wan and also Anakin Skywalker during the story mode. It was either usually one of those 2. You couldn't play as anyone else, but also there was bonus levels in there if you completed the main levels first, and also there were some other extra bonus levels when you were be able to play as General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker, and I believe like another one as well. With also this was actually based off the film, but they also added some stuff in. They did as sort of Anakin Skywalker or Lord Vader versing an actual Jedi, not Obi-Wan, but versing the Padawan and killing her, and then actually facing the Master. Also on the last scene when there was Obi-Wan versus Anakin, they swapped it around. You were able to do it twice, but to actually unlock A New Hope, you have to defeat Obi-Wan. yes, you were able to kill Obi-Wan, which will lead to Anakin killing Darth Sidious, and then he will be leader of the control of the Clone Wars, and I guess he got his happily ever after, I guess. But I hate that ending. I think it's the best bit messed up. In the first session, you were able to play at different locations as the different characters. I'm going to say all of them if I can remember. Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Count Dooku, General Grievous, 2 other Jedis, Mace Windu, Darth Vader, and Ben Kenobi. So yeah, this game was released on the PlayStation 2. You can also buy this from the PlayStation 3 store for the Game Boy and Xbox 360, Xbox 360, and number 4, Kinect Star Wars. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this now, but remember, this is my opinion and this is how I think of these things. When I first got Kinect Star Wars, or when I actually first watched the trailer for it, I thought it was really good. That your control, you were the one doing the Jedi, and they could actually calculate your moves, and when you hold something up, it'll go up, and then when you would have had to throw it at one of the enemies, you would be able to throw it. I didn't really play much of it, considering that I got a bit lazy. I was about 12 or 13 at the time, maybe, of when this released. In this game, you were able to, there were some key moments from the films that they took, but also you had some dancing levels, you had some versus levels. You could verse Lord Vader. I believe you can also do that for Darth Maul and some Imperial guards from guarding the Emperor, and a lot more. You'll also be able to play as that big monster thing, which I never got round to, and there was a story mode to it as well. Many people didn't like this game, but at the time I really did. But then eventually we got rid of it, and now Kinect's not really our thing. We just go with the PlayStation 4 stuff now. This game was released a couple of years ago, and it was only on the Xbox 360, and I'm not too sure if you were able to buy it at the Xbox One store. Number 3, LEGO Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. This game, this LEGO game, was based on the actual film, which I'm currently playing, as you know. I've done on my gaming channel, but I haven't really got through the whole game, and from what I believe, it does take off the film as well, but also you're able to play as different characters from the different Star Wars universe. As of at the start, you're able to play as Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, which one you like, and also Han Solo, Leia, Chewbacca, and some of the Ewoks. And then you'll be able to play as Kylo, Ren, Rey, Finn, and the older Han Solo and the older Chewbacca. But also what I have heard of is that you're able to play as like Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and tons more LEGO Star Wars characters from the previous 3 games that they made. When they first announced this, actually when I first heard of Star Wars The Force Awakens, I thought they've got to make a LEGO game. First it was in Disney Infinity. There were some rumours about it going in LEGO Dimensions, which I have no idea if that's going to happen or not. But then, when they first released this, I think I was quite overexcited because I was just like, yay. I'm not too sure if we're ever going to get another LEGO game like this again, but we're just going to have to wait and see. This game came out last year, it did. And it was available on PS4, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PC, and number 2, Star Wars The Force Awakens 1 and 2. Now, I know this may seem a bit cheating, but let's face it, they're kind of the same game, a bit different on the graphics. At this current moment, I have got Star Wars The Force Awakens 2 on the Xbox 360 from America, and I've got Star Wars The Force Awakens on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, but I've also got the SITH version as well, where there's some extended levels where you're able to play as the Death Sith Lord, which come back and able to go up against Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, and etc. This game takes place between Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and A New Hope for Star Wars The Force Awakens 1. At the start you're able to play as Darth Vader, but then also play as Starkiller from the first game and the second game as well. In the first one, you're basically a Sith Lord apprentice hunting down and killing the remaining Jedi Knights, which you do get to do. There's some awesome Force powers in there, but I think one of the reasons why I personally like this game is because you're able to play as Darth Vader, and then I've also got this on the Wii, sorry. And then on the Nintendo Wii, it's even more bigger. You're able to play as multiple characters in the first one. You're able to play as Wii levels from the other Star Wars films, from Mace Windu versus Jango Fett to Obi-Wan versus Anakin, and Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku, and just much more. So that's one of the reasons why I like the game. But then for Star Wars The Force Awakens 2, the reason I like it is because the graphics, and I think it improved it. Short story, but I think it just improved it, so that's why I like this. So yeah, this came out on multiple consoles during the years, and I heard that there was going to be a third game, and then that got cancelled because one of the... And finally, number 1, Star Wars Battlefront, both for the PS4, PC, and the Xbox One. Okay, the reason why I am setting this as number 1 is because when I actually played this, the graphics looked quite amazing, considering that the 3 main Jedi or Sith Lords that you would play as is either Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, or the Emperor. From what I've heard from the second game, you may be able to play as the people as like Kylo Ren and Wayne, Finn, etc. That Star Wars Battlefront 2 is rumoured to come out next year. But apart from that, that's one of the reasons why I like it. And surely I can't access many levels there, but I think that's one of the good things about it, how Darth Vader works with his lightsaber and his voice acting to the Emperor, where you actually be able to play as him,